Wrestling fans, this contest on the wild side is scheduled tag team action, no disqualification, and no count-out. Now making their way into the ring area, accompanied by Jeff G. Bailey and the Delicious Candy. First, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing 241 pounds, is the current reigning Wildside United States Heavyweight Champion,
That's not Candy, that's Jeff Bailey.
Team partner from Dyersburg, Tennessee, weighing 241 pounds, is the current reigning Wildside television champion, is 24-karat Eddie Golden. And now introducing their opponents. From Charleston, South Carolina, weighing tonight at 234 pounds. He is so pretty. He is Romeo Bliss.
You are so damn pretty!
And now introducing his tag team partner. From Johnson City, Tennessee, weighing tonight at 242 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jesse Taylor.
Now that is a combination, Jesse Taylor and Romeo Bliss. I mean, two guys who at one time didn't get along particularly well, if I recall.
That's true. It's a tag team. I never thought I'd see a lot of issues to address in this match. But first off, I want to talk. There's been a lot of controversy behind the scenes in the last week or so as it regards the status of the tag team division here in Wildside, and more importantly, the tag team titles. The current champions are and still are Bad Attitude, despite what Steve Martin may think and want. But really, there's a lot of controversy involving that right now. And you know who's the man who has all the answers and has all the scoops on this issue?
Gee, would it be Tim Dix on the hotline?
That's right. It would be Tim Dix on the hotline. I want to tell us about that.
Gee, would that number happen to be 1-900-950-0511? Check extension 6291.
And here's a great mnemonic device to remember that extension. It's actually NCW1.
That's very good.
Kids under 18, get your parents' permission before you call or ask me. 4 of the top singles competitors here in Wildside, including 2 current singles champions, are meeting in tag team action. And when you talk about the history and the lineage of the United States title here in Wildside, all 4 men in the ring have held it before. As a matter of fact, for the last year and a half, no one else has held it aside from these 4 men. Back in February of 1999, the champ was Eddie Golden. He lost it to Jesse Taylor, who lost it to Romeo Bliss, who lost it to Terry Knight, who then still has it, although he almost lost it to Jesse Taylor not too long ago. But that match, the decision of that one was reversed because it was an impromptu match, and Bill Barrett of the NWA got the decision overturned. But all 4 men in the ring have been the only U.S. champions for the last 2.5, plus Eddie Golden is the reigning television champion.
Can I get you some oxygen?
No, I'm fine. And to further things, Jesse Taylor and Romeo Bliss for about 6 months had one of the hottest feuds in Wildside up to that point in time. I remember vividly the night that Romeo Bliss broke Taylor's arm, slammed it into a car door in the parking lot after a card. And now to see them teaming together, it's one of those things you never thought would happen, and we'll see how they do against the members of the NWA Elite.
Fair enough. I guess when you have as much hatred as so many people have for Jeff G. Bailey's crew, for the NWA Elite, you put a lot of that stuff aside. You forget about stuff like arms being slammed in car doors, at least briefly, in order to do a number on the NWA Elite. And Jesse Taylor coming off the top rope with an elbow, working really well with Romeo Bliss. So maybe they have been successful in putting all that dirty past behind them.
Well, one of the things they got out of those back and forth battles was not only some great matches for the fans, but also mutual respect. Belly to belly by Taylor. And Golden in the ring.
Early on in the match, too, I tell you, that Eddie Golden and Terry Knight, what a tag team they are. Even as singles wrestlers as well as a tag team, just an incredible feat and probably among the best hires of Jeff G. Bailey. Boy, face first, right into the middle of the match.
And actually, right now, the only members of the NWA Elite to hold gold here in Wildside. But Jesse Taylor with that belly-to-belly, I thought that was going to do it. No one in professional wrestling does the belly-to-belly like Jesse Taylor.
Boy, he's certainly made turned that whole belly-belly into an art. Quite a move on Jesse Taylor. Quite a move no matter who does it. But Jesse Taylor has perfected it.
Rake to the back by Golden, running those fingernails down the back of Taylor. Now makes the tag. And really, the experience as a tag team advantage would go to the NWA Elite. Look at this double team move. Hip toss into a leg drop by Knight.
Perfectly done on the speed at which Terry Knight came off those ropes. Certainly done a number on one Jesse Taylor.
And, you know, I really hate to bring this up, but once again this week, Lee Tidwell is not here, but I noticed something else. Candy's not here either. I wonder if there's anything to that coincidence.
There is no connection between Lee Tidwell and Candy as much as Lee Tidwell would want a connection.
You can rest assured.
I remember, I know that Lee Tidwell went, I think maybe the reason he's not here, he went up to her, I think, last TV taping and asked if we can get something straight between us. And I haven't heard any either here ever since.
And now Taylor just went for the tag there, but Knight quickly took him down in a drop toe hold and was able to make the tag to Golden. And now Golden trying to rip the eye out of Jesse Taylor's head.
Now with a rear chin lock there too. What a wrestler Eddie Golden is. I know that he's part of the Golden lineage. Boy, that's a big wrestling family there, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, you talk about some of the most well-known and legendary wrestlers here in the Southeast.
Oh, there's an old tag team move there, although that a hip toss out of left field was not part of it as a rule. That's a move.
A great way to get out of an abdominal stretch. Taylor scouted Golden. He is the consummate professional, the consummate wrestler. But Knight no slouch either when it comes to the mat game.
Oh, Knight brings a lot to the table. What a den of experience Terry Knight. Boy, just a side kick to the head. Jesse Taylor hits the man with authority.
Both Knight and Golden, two of the star pieces on the board in the human game of chess that is pro wrestling.
Human chess at its finest.
And now, figure four headlock there by Terry Knight. It's more commonly put on his opponent's leg, but it's just as effective here. Cutting off the carotid artery has the same effect that a sleeper hold does.
Not to mention a little assistance from Eddie Golden at ringside, conveniently out of the view of referee Jimmy Rivers.
Yeah, well, hey, when you got a referee with 18,000 vision, it's not hard to be out of his range of view.
18,000. Wow, that's less than blind. Well, he's out of sight. Sorry.
He is out of sight, and now Bliss trying to get in the ring, but referee somehow saw that.
Funny how he sees that, but he misses right under his very nose. I don't know. I think Jimmy Rivers is on the take. You think somebody's greasing his palms or something?
You never know. What a way to open the program here with this big tag team bout. Still to come, we're going to see Jorge Estrada in action. Plus, as you heard earlier, one more time, JC Daz and Scotty Wren get it on this week on Wildside.
And this is just not a main event in an arena near you, as they say. This is happening on this very edition of NWA Wildside. Stay tuned.
I get all confused with 30 days past September, but next Saturday, first Saturday in September, NCW in Cornelia at the arena. There's Bailey choking Jesse Taylor.
Oh, hey, that convincing punch from Jeff Bailey. I guess he's picking up some wrestling tips from all of his hires. He's got among the best wrestlers in the business there.
Without a doubt. I mean, they do call themselves the NWA Elite for a reason, and Bailey had a brief fling with Taylor when he was under his wing, but Bailey was just using him for a little quick job that he needed done, and as soon as it was finished, he dumped Taylor like he was yesterday's garbage.
Boy, you're a Wildside historian, you are.
Well, hey, you know, I've been with the promotion formerly known as NCW back since it first started back in December of 1996.
Oh, and good luck. Whoa, Terry Knight doing a number on the right arm of Jesse Taylor, which might play into any future belly-to-bellies perhaps we'll be seeing in this match, maybe?
That's right, smart move. I mean, it was an illegal move, yes, but hey, taking out the right arm of Taylor is going to prohibit him and prevent him from putting on that belly-to-belly suplex, and that has spelled the end for just about everyone else he's put it on so far.
Good point, and if you do it outside the view of Jimmy Rivers, which isn't that difficult, obviously, then good for the NWA Elite. But about Romeo Bliss, boy, he's chomping at the bit to get involved. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's been on the outside for a long while now, desperately wanting in, and Taylor desperately needing the tag. And again, working on that right arm as Terry Knight basically atomic dropped his partner onto Taylor's right arm.
Now, obviously, it's more important to be, doing the face of Romeo Bliss, and Romeo, being a bit of a hothead that he is, wants to interject, and unfortunately causing that much more damage to his partner, Jesse Taylor, in the other opposite corner.
Well, again, you know, these two, they had a long and storied feud and really haven't been able to get, they started out early looking very impressive as a tag team, but now they haven't been clicking as well as we thought they would.
Well, that's true. Actually, I think they're not doing too badly. Unfortunately, we're dealing with the tandem of Eddie Golden and Terry Knight, two guys who just know that ring way, way too well and know each other even better.
And without a doubt, I mean, there's so many great tag teams here in Wildside, and it seems that a new one comes every week. I mean, just last week here on the program, we saw a new number of great tag teams. The Cole Brothers, Total Destruction, the American Males, the threesome of the Centerfolds, Champagne and Ice in their debut. Plus now we've got Golden and Knight and Taylor and Bliss. The tag team scene really heating up.
It's tag team mania here at Wildside.
And Taylor comes off, but able to sneak around and roll up Knight, but Golden comes in for the save.
Boy, some smart moves. All those guys, Knight and Golden, just such smart wrestlers, intelligent wrestlers, know what's happening in the ring, every available opportunity, using the referee to their advantage, using the ropes to their advantage, using Jeff G. Bailey to their advantage. Very clever work on the part of Golden and Knight.
Pro wrestling is not always a mano-a-mano sport, and two men like Golden and Knight know how to stack the deck in their favor.
Can we please put over the name hotline again? Tim Dix is getting on my case.
We already put it over once this match. I got a rule about plugging it twice in one match.
Yeah, you're right. Isn't Tim Dix too busy spilling his seed around?
Allegedly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. Tim Dix, home of your daddy here in Cornelia, Georgia.
Now Taylor trying to rally the fans behind him. One of the more popular athletes here in Wildside. Oh, beautiful sunset flip, but Knight immediately distracting the referee. As soon as he saw Taylor up in midair for that sunset flip, he grabbed the ref.
Oh, and Eddie Golden was literally down for almost 8 or 9 counts, but he did not hear the 3 count being hit by the referee, so he might as well stay there and rest. So, such a smart move on Eddie Golden. What an intelligent performer that he is.
The ring savvy of particularly Golden and Knight, but in reality, all 4 men in the ring, they are experienced veterans who have traveled all across the country perfecting their craft and have peaked here in Wildside with Terry Knight as the reigning U.S. champion and Eddie Golden as the television champion. It wasn't too long ago that Romeo Bliss pinned Knight in a non-title match at Hardcore Hell back on July 1st. And you know, he's itching for a rematch, but this time with the title on the line. If he could pin Knight during this match, he'd definitely be in line for a title shot.
Well, after getting out of the way of charging Terry Knight with that move, that would be a good opportunity to jump on that. You'll forgive the good pun there, but it looks like Terry Knight has recovered in time, and Jesse Taylor is still one hurt and carbon unit.
Well, Taylor's been able to throw in these little brief spurts of offense, but hasn't been able to put together a sequence that will enable him to have his opponent down long enough that he can get back up and make the tag to Romeo.
Well, a tumbling somersault from the top rope. It's going to be a good opportunity for Jesse Taylor to merely roll over 4 feet to tag Romeo Bliss. And Terry Knight is going up very slowly up to the top rope. Terry needs to be jumping on this right away.
That move, the original move by Taylor, took more out of him than his opponents, but Knight, as you said, needed to act on it. And Taylor right now wondering, Romeo,
He's inches away.
Wherefore art thou? He's straight ahead, just a little bit more.
6 inches away, Jesse Taylor, tag, bingo! Oh, the clock thickens.
And Romeo Bliss in the ring, takes down Golden, takes down Knight, steps on Bailey's hand. I love it. Romeo Bliss, the redhead, on fire here in Wildside. All 4 men going at it now.
Oh dear, as Romeo Bliss doing a number and Eddie Golden in the corner. Oh, Terry Knight flipped over the top by Jesse Taylor. Looks like the opportunity to double team now on Eddie Golden. There's a switch. Oh, belly to belly!
He got it this time. No one can stop him. He got it.
Unbelievable. He was still able to get that belly to belly working even after all the work that Golden and Knight did on the arm. Jesse Taylor dug down deep and got that belly to belly on Eddie Golden for the win. Who'd have thunk it?
A testament to the intestinal fortitude of everyone here in Wildside, but on this particular night, it was Jesse Taylor pinning the television champion, Eddie Golden, after that belly-to-belly suplex, and Taylor and Bliss victorious in this tag team war.
Beating Eddie Golden and Terry Knight. That doesn't happen every day. It hardly happens at all.
Bailey throwing a conniption fit over here. He's having convulsions.
He always has convulsions. Take a Valium, Bailey. Gee.
Turning shades, it reminds me of Violet Beauregard back in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's a reference I didn't anticipate here this evening.
Well,
Willy
hey,
Wonka, ladies and
my
gentlemen.
job is to keep you on your toes. Bliss and Taylor victorious, but that's not all. Big matches still to come. Jorge Estrada, Daz, Ren, one more time. Wildside will be back right after this.